Shalom Avrocha. So we are here at Hoshaná. Hoshaná is where the seal is completed. This is when we're going into whatever was taken in, whatever was the intention was, through different processes going from simply being, Rosh Hashanah, going into Hoshaná, which is Binyan HaMalchus. This is the completion of Malchus, which is the existence that we are in, which is Malchus, the vessel. Now, we'll go back and forth, we'll just go with whatever comes, and then it will organize itself. So we take the Hoshanas that we're taking, we are hitting it on the floor 5 times. Why are we hitting it on the floor 5 times? Because there are Hey Gevuras, which is 5. There's Hey Chasadim and Hey Gevuras. The Hey Chasadim is Das is split into 2. A person knowing himself is split into 2. The Kav Yamin, which is the Chasadim, and Kav Shmuel, which is the Hey Gevuras, which makes up to the 10 Midas. Now we know that the Hey Gevuras are only here to hold the Chasadim, which means that there are 2 ways of entering into this world. There are those that the tzaddik comes into the world and he knows, he never loses das, presence of who he is. So he's aligning everything that comes his way to his essence, to his truth. He knows the outcome. He knows the outcome, and if something comes up, if there is a certain block or something what appears to be something that is gevuris, not good, he brings it back to, he finds the light in that, the purpose and the higher purpose in that, always. If it happens to be that he loses track of that he loses a sense of presence. Then there are those that come into the world from the kav of Gevura, which is that they don't even know what they don't know their identity, they don't know what the truth is. And that is a much tougher job, which is when something happens, I don't even know to think that I need to look for a higher purpose in this. I'm just caught up in the struggle. So there's a level of sleepiness that the person is not even aware of. Now, we're looking at everything from the Baal Shem Tov's Blik. Everything is chasadim. Chassidus teaches us everything is chasadim, and which means that it all started by Adam and Chava when they ate from the Eitz Hadas. That's when the Hey Gevuras came into play. But really, what happened is that the Hey Chasadim, the world of Gan Eden, they did that. That was completed. That happened already. So they needed to step into the world of Gevuras. How are the Gevuras created? From separation. When the person is not present, he's in separation. The thoughts are fragmented. So we're going into the Gevuras, which means that all the pull and all the struggle is all connected to trying to bring a bitter to find out b'chlal who I am, what's my identity. What is my identity? Who am I? Once I know who I am, who my higher self is, any problem is easy to align with. What we're going through all year, and we get caught up in the work, we get caught up in the struggle. And now that we are doing Binyan HaMalchus, we're rebuilding the structure. Malchus is every struggle and any type of confusion a person is experiencing, that happens in Malchus, because Malchus is time and space. So if we put something into time and space, it's stretching the picture into a stretch. And if you take something that is completed and you put it into time and space in a stretch, automatically there's fragmentation, there's separation, and in the place of separation there's the Gevuras. But we are rebuilding Malchus. Rosh Hashanah is level 1, Yom Kippur is level 2, and now is the last final completion, which is that we're bringing it in Bavoya, the Bavoya, which is 3 levels of shadow. Because we are here in a shadow, so we're bringing it into actual rebuilding the shadow from top down, and now we are at the last layer of it. From top down, bottom up. By hitting the Ravas 5 times on the floor, we are hitting the Hey Gevuris. We're melting it away, putting it into dust, particles, hitting it on the floor, and then there is the koyach comes back up, is brought down. It's called Neshikin, which is we're getting a welcoming back, a kiss. Neshikin, it's called a kiss. Hashaka, alignment, touching one vibration with another, and that brings back and it evaporates the gevuras. It evaporates my story. Now this has to be arve nachal. It comes from Vakshin Leben Mavaser arve nachal, because vazrakte aleichem mayim toherim, when he sprinkles the mayim toherim onto us, that cleans. That it's like a mikveh, it's a spiritual bath. So we have different forms of that, the actual mikveh, we have Torah, and then we also have the arve nachal. That's the avodah that we go through on Sukkot. Remember, Sukkot, we are the Kitchebrichi role, that we are bringing in Shefa into the world. We're dictating Shefa into the world. Once we crown the king and he agreed that he's our king, Emelech B'Le'am, and then the Am has a Melech, and it's all one, it's all connected. And that's why the others were digging, they were digging for the wells. What were they digging for? They were digging to bring Mayim Toherim, to find fresh water that can wash down the Gevuras. Avraham had brought down the Chesadim, and Yitzchak brought down the Gevuras. So now we're processing the Gevuras. We're bringing a tikkun to that. We're bringing tikkun, connection, bringing the light into that, the purpose into that. So we're hitting it 5 times. Now also we have David HaMelech, which is Binyan HaMalchus, which is his Ashpizin today, tonight, going into number 8, which is Shmini Atzeres, which that we are hitting that through Simcha. So we'll go from the 5 Aravas into David HaMelech. This is Netzachoid. Netzachoid is Eitzes. Eitzes is solutions. Thinking of solutions. And it's brought down that a king needs solutions. He runs the country through eitzes. He needs solutions. He needs to think. So that is what we're doing with the Aravas. The Aravas is Netzachoid. Malchus is the Netzachoid. In this case, how it activates Malchus. So, not to get carried away with the last part, there's a few things there, a few details that need to be added, but we can't elaborate on that right now. So we're looking into the shadow, and here is the important point. By Hoshana Rabbah, the cell is removed. Every person has a shadow. The shadow is removed, and then 12 o'clock it comes back. And a person is supposed to look at a shadow from the light of the moon. And it said not to look because sometimes you don't see it and you may think, but it's all in concept. What's happening is that we're having an opportunity to see self for what it really is. As we spoke about, Sukkot is about tapping into the truth. I'm sitting in the Sukkah and I'm aligning myself with my truth. What is my truth? Who am I? I don't need to be just to find myself with all the shortcomings and everything. And that is based on when we're seeing ourselves from a place of faults. That is where we're at. That's our shadow, and we can't. Sometimes it's hard to let go, because who am I without that? If I have a new address, then I know where to go and I can drop everything. But if I don't know, if I'm stuck in it and I can't see it, it's my blind spot. I can't even see my own shadow, the shadow from my back. I can see the shadow in the front. So the first thing is, by the sukkah is, for 7 days, it's our home. Same way a person has a home. It doesn't always have to be there, but that's my address. The sukkah is our address, it's our home. So we're training ourselves out from our comfort zone into a new place, which causes like a shakeup. It reorients my way of thinking. I have to let go of it's uncomfortable. I have to go out to the sukkah constantly and, or excited about going to the sukkah. It just does a shift. So once we're trained from that place, now when the shadow is removed from us, tonight up until 12 o'clock, when it comes back after we're done, after the mishpat is done, Hoshanah Rabbah is the final seal. When it comes back, we have an opportunity to finally see self from what my truth is, my real truth. Now that my shadow was removed and it's reset, it's like a reset button. It goes out all the way and then it lights back on. So now when the light comes back on, I get to see what has shifted. I can see what came, what changed within me. So all of a sudden we can see the deepest blind spot when it's revealed. It revealed because there was lights out and lights on. Now I'm paying attention to how it's starting to be built again. How binyan amalchus, how is this building being built? What comes first? The screw, the bolt, the beam. You come into a finished structure, you can't see it. Well, it's covered with sheetrock, it's painted, you don't really know what's going on. But once you see it from bottom up as it starts being built, you see the raw structure. Now you understand how it's being built. And when you see what's being built, you notice the things that you didn't notice before. And that is the ischachas, that is the chasima, that is the detail, the kvittel, the psukim that's being revealed on Hoshanah Rabbah, which is tremendous, deep understanding and light and truth. So now that Binyan the Malchus is completed from bottom up, you get to see who you really are, the raw, the core, which is fire, it's light. Arve Nachal, which is V'zarakta Lechamim Tahirim, so we get cleansed, we get purified, hitting the Hashanas 5 times, which breaks up the Hey Gevuris, and we are left with the Chasadim only, and we can finally see the light. I hope that it's clear. It's a deep but simple concept. So I just want to check or something, make sure that I did it right. Okay, okay. After 12 o'clock, that's when it's the din is done. So just to understand, why are we saying Tehillim and Mishnah Torah? We're saying Tehillim because when we speak the word speech, the mouth, Malchus Peh, the mouth is called Malchus. So as we're doing Binyan HaMalchus, what's my screen? Malchus is the screen. The body is just the screen. The light is inside. The way I see the light is based on the screen. So now we're doing a new Binyan HaMalchus and we're restructuring the whole Malchus. We're filling it up with oisias, with letters. So when I see my light, when I see who I am, I can really start shifting things because we have the vehicle, we have the carriers that are able to hold. Until now, my vehicles were my story, my shortcomings, and I was limited even with the strongest light. All that did to me, if one downloads more light and the body is still broken, all that happens is more frustration, more anxiety, more anger, because it's not clean. But now that there is no Binyan HaMalchus and we're filling it up with letters, with oisias, with Lashon HaKodesh, which is the language that cuts, it's the language that creates. So Hoshanah Rabbah is the final chasima. But don't worry, if you miss Hoshanah Rabbah, there's Shmini Atzeres, and if you don't worry about that either, then there's Simchas Torah, then there's Shabbos Bereshis, there's Chanukah. Yes, it's endless drive and endless striving and pulling to change the chitzonius, to change what I see, to project and melt away, to shift it, turn it, evolve from a place of power, from a place of victorious, from netzachod, gratitude and nitzachon, which is winning, victorious. So that's what we're going into Hoshana Rabbah. So Agit Kvittel, everybody, and should be it will be a year full of Shefa and deep understanding and clarity. Thank you.